Hello, everyone. I'll wait for a few moments till a few get in. Please refrain from making comments or saying hello. Uh, that assists with not cluttering up the signal. Thank you. Um, so what I do ask is, can someone, just one person, Leslie Louise perhaps, can you just let me know if the background noise is too much here, or is the audio, you can hear me well, please? Thank you. Because I'm doing this outside, and there is noise from the traffic and background noise. So someone, Leslie, if you can hear me, if you can just put a comment and assure that you can hear me well. Ah, some more thunder. Woo! Okay, I believe I'm okay, so I'll begin to speak. First thing, have no fear of what's occurring. All of you have been prepared for these divine times. So, you just keep yourself out of the states of fear. Be prudent in uh, what you interact with on an energetic level, be it negative or fear, and also who you interact with. Keep your energy to the highest divine, positive, and love at this time. So, very important to maintain that state as things are transpiring. As we know, um, you've all been, we have all been informed that this process may take a few weeks, and so we knew this was coming. And let me say that the Galactics and, of course, all of the Ascended Masters are part of the ground crew are here. All of this is very real, as we all know, and for anyone just beginning to search for the truth, yes, this is all very real, what is occurring, and you are in the most auspicious times in any written history of humanity that you may have in your consciousness at this time. So, very joyous and very grateful time to be here, and of course, to experience the higher divinity, the absence of all fear and doubt, put you in these higher places. Also, we are at such a crucial point in a very good way of detaching from the lower timeline. So it's very important, all of you, to keep yourself in the now, in the full love and positive highest vibration, and keep your sights set on for what we wish for this world. Your current reality, detach from these old paradigm timelines to the greatest degree that you can, because these will act as anchors, and when you put your thoughts towards there, it keeps you attached from the new higher versions of the timelines you wish to go into. So, to each your own guidance, what you receive. However, this is the quickest and smoothest way to keep yourself free for the now and for the futures. Currently, uh, many ascension symptoms were coming in, a lot of vibration, a lot of heat through the feedback what I have had from many. I've experienced it, on lesser degrees. However, it is prominent and it is throughout the collective. To my awareness right now, I believe it was mostly feminine. However, some masculine were affected by it as well. Also, with headaches, these are all upgrades to the new realities and to the physical vessel as well to be able to sustain the higher vibration, the frequency for the new timelines we are creating. And for some, it has taken years for you to get your physical vessels to these states. For others, it came much quicker once the ground were done by, let's say, the pioneer first wavers, those first way showers. And it continues. So again, it's an ongoing process, and we have many at different levels. However, the 144,000 threshold was met in 2012, and since then we continue forward with activating many more, and of course it is in the millions now, the Christ-like ones upon the surface, and this number is ever increasing uh, as a result, and it's also in tangent with the higher timelines. So the more that are activated to higher degrees, the higher timelines that we achieve this ascension. So again, at this time, have no fear. Go to your divine understanding to know what's occurring and keep yourself in the highest positive states of love. And it's perhaps there is no fear. However, it's perhaps a good time to stay inside and focus upon your energy, get stocked up, and just do not be out around 3D, 4D ones that are not awakened, that are emanating a certain amount of fear. You don't wish to contend with that in your energetic fields. We are the co-creators, and this is the time to keep the focus on empowering your energetic fields to the highest and bringing very rapidly and very strongly these new timelines into creation here. So it is not a time to succumb to any negativity or um, less consciousness thoughts. We are in a huge creational mode, and subsequently, just preceding this live that I'm doing, I just put out an important video by I didn't check the name, by someone that has a light a light comrade that has did a video on an actual Merkaba ship and showing you depictions of what is occurring here at this time. Now these Merkaba ships are connected to creation and what's occurring here upon the surface, and they will they are gauges and indicators to show what we have accomplished, what's been uh, integrated within the timelines, within reality here. And within that video preceding this live on my timeline, there is important indicators of what has been achieved just yesterday in regards to creation. And again, I am a powerful creator, but also you are. We all are, and we all play an important role in this ascension in creating the new timelines. So step fully into your divine identity, own who and what you divinely are, which is nothing less than a god and a goddess connected to the head honcho and the head mom, mom and dad, right? And just keep connected to that and trust. We we have come so far that this reality, we are not restricted to it. Your multidimensional abilities, your ability to transcend time and space, is here within these physical vessels to certain degrees. It depends on the individual. However, with this ongoing ascension, This is part of what it is, to turn the physical vessel also into a more efficient time traveler in regards and in respects to becoming more crystalline, able to withstand the higher frequencies and to vibrate in different realities. And of course, it's much more inclusive and complex, but just to give that general idea that it is very true. And many of you have experienced differences in times, the differences in realities. You were shown what is possible, reversing the aging process, all of these beautiful, magical things you were showing glimpses of to prepare you for these times and to assist in transitioning the consciousness out of the old enslavement programs. So you also needed these profound experiences to keep you going forward. These are your divine incentives that are very real. Do not ignore them. Ignore any old programming or memories to the old reality. Those are the anchors. Again, accept your full divine identity, assist those that you are divinely guided to assist, and keep advancing each other. Keep holding hands there. Keep going forward. Keep strengthening. As a new one raises up, take their hand, bring them right in. Everyone keep together. And the love vibration is the most important. And the higher state of love that you are able to keep expressing outward into this reality, the more the immediate effects that it has on. Your heart has been purified, your inner work has been done for very important reasons, to begin to transmute the outside energy by expressing love, and everything's good. Courtesy, mannerism does it. A truthful expression. If you see someone beautiful, that for who you are, if they are very attractive, express, say, you are very beautiful. These are all important things that does make a difference on reality, and also, the energetics of the environment, and they are truths. And at this time, anything that is not truth, anything built on ill intent, lies, and deception is crumbling, and at an exponential rate. And it's divinely set up to do this, as well as with the 5D energetic grid and let's say the holographics of the new realities. This is 5D. It cannot be compromised by any darkness. Everything is set up that darkness is repelled. Anything of ill intent is repelled. Also, I need to say that in the early stages of one's ascending, very quickly you learn that you bring the wrath upon yourself, that you actually creating it by doing bad things. And just to keep it very simple, so you judge yourselves to this extent of the reality that you create as well. It's very important to have full trust and full state of love and the full good compassion for others. This doesn't mean to forgive and love darkness that had an intentional ill intent towards you. No, if you do that, you condone what they have done. You keep it active in your reality. You accept it in there. So just forgive yourself and detach from the darkness. You forgive yourself in such a way that you do not need to forgive yourself, but you understand the knowledge that was garnered from these experiences, and to not want them in your now and going forward. So you detach from these dark intrusions and experiences by just knowing to get you to where you're at now, and that they no longer serve, and to not keep them into your reality. You have learned enough, you have suffered enough, and they are not taking a part of this now or this future unless you allow them to be a part of that. So again, you are in high creator modes, high co-creator modes. We do have the hit honcho mom and dad, of course, and we are all co-creators. So what you have been given into your very hands, into your energetic divine selves, are very important powers of creation. And again, you were disciplined and you were trained to not let the lower density energies and emotions control you. For you cannot be a co creator of something so beautiful and so harmonious if you still have remnants of negativity and darkness within you. No, you're just not given the reins to create. We're here to create peace, love, harmony, and the good timelines for humanity. And to do that, each one of you has been purified to the utmost degrees. And sure, some of you still have little things that you need to master and control, and it's divinely assured that it occurs. However, being aware that you wish to refine and purify your whole self to the utmost extent gets you there quicker, and it gets you to your own co-creator power much quicker. So I got kind of rambling on there. Um, yeah, so keep calm, trust at this time. We knew this was coming. Wherever you're at, remain where you're at, and just keep working upon your energy. Keep connected to, like-minded, which we're doing. Let's say here on Facebook, so much is coming out, and it's quite a bit to keep up on. However, all you need to know is the overall general theme that everything that is occurring globally is all divinely connected to assure a certain outcome, which we are doing. So many great things occurring at once. For instance, what's occurring with Germany, let's say, uh, certain military are placed within Germany at this time to assure further cleanup of, let's say, all of the corruption and everything. But not only there, Italy, things are occurring. Spain, things are occurring. Also, China as well. And of course, Australia. Globally, things are divinely set up to bring down the corruption, and it is occurring. The mass arrests do go globally, as we've always began in the U.S. This is where the first dominoes began to fall, the dominoes of revelations for the rest of humanity, for the masses to show the extensive organized corruption and satanic energy that was there. This is what JFK in 1963 and the few years prior to that began to divinely reveal to the world. And Trump is doing the same thing. However, this time there is no going back. Trump does not get assassinated, and we keep going forward. We have the galactics there and so much more. So it is occurring. Your military tribunals, yes, Guantanamo, all of this is very real, and it is occurring. And it's so perfectly divinely, uh, let's say, it's divinely orchestrated, this coronavirus, to assure that it makes things go much simpler. So by having country lockdowns and lockdowns in your community, it's keeping a lot of people off of the street, you know, and it's making it kind of a little bit easier to get things done here and more quickly. All of us are very tired, you know. We've come here to do a very important mission, and you know, it was a success before we even started it, and we're playing it out here in the linear times, and everything is divinely assured. Sometimes things may not be the way that you humanly expect from the human consciousness. For what we are as creators, creation does not fully work the way that a total human consciousness would expect. And this is why I say, to own your full divinity, you trust fully in Creator, and also that you are part of Creator, to know that you have very powerful divine abilities, creation abilities that are beyond the comprehension and the logic of any human mind. And it's important to keep remembering that as we keep going forward. And you know, you'll amaze yourself with this. So you know, very quickly again, with Mexico, very good. One of the problems with Mexico, there will never be a wall built between Mexico and U.S. That's all it just will not exist. See, the problem was also in Mexico, the Mexican cartel, and within the government, drug trades, the drug lords. This was the problem. Mexicans don't want to leave their country. They love Mexico. They were forced to leave out of fear, to go to a place where they could be more protected and live their life. Now, sure, there were some of the drug cartels that were Mexican, that were bought off, you know, by money as well, that were in the U.S. But for the most part, anyone that was immigrating, you know, with families, these ones were afraid for their lives. They love Mexico, and I know this. I have read and I have